Good afternoon, music fans, and welcome back down to the Mecca of music in the Roanoke Valley. This is the one and only Klean Studios. I'm Eric Reynolds. This is Brighton Douglas.
Yes, sir.
And we are here to bring you another episode of the spectacular Biscuits and Gravy podcast, the number one music podcast in the Roanoke Valley. And tonight, music fans, we're going to wage war on your poor eardrums. We're bringing you some good old-fashioned Appalachian Amplification tonight.
Tell them.
This is Orenda with Illusion of Choice.
Let's go!
Enjoy. Welcome back to the Couches, the illustrious Biscuits and Gravy podcast. My name, of course, is Eric Reynolds. To my right, Brighton Doglish.
Back again.
The handsomest guy who has never been on any talent competitions on cable television. You think he would have been on America's Got Talent or something, but
That's an interesting fact.
yeah.
I like that.
You look like you could do some like Chip Skylark, like dance moves type shit.
Yeah, I think I could do
Like
that.
popping
I
them
think I think I could just be all of the different boy band members all at the same time.
We could explore that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Multiple spotlights, but I would still be the one guy.
All right. Well, we're not here to talk about boy bands. We are, in fact,
Okay.
here to talk about the handsome gentleman sitting on the couch across
Oh.
from us. This is Orenda, an incredible metal group that, frankly, has waged war on my eardrums, like I said earlier, and they won. They won.
They won.
But the
It was
music,
crazy, though.
Guys, was incredible. First of all,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
3 unreleased Heat songs down here in Klean Studios for us. You guys have got a big album coming out here in October, kicking off a big tour here soon. So definitely excited to talk to you guys about that. But first, tell me a little bit about those songs that we heard. Who wants to let me know?
I guess I started writing most of them, but then we all collaborate to make the song what it comes to be. And I think the first one I wrote of that bunch was Pillars. And that song, to me, was basically about getting out of a headspace where I was stuck in a writer's block. And so that song just, like, came to me.
So you got
And-
writer's block and then wrote some heat.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that was like the first one that broke the writer's block for me.
That's it. That's like if you're stuck on the bench, it's like the guys are like, just push it up. Like, he's like, yeah, if you have writer's
Just
block,
write a hit.
Just write ahead. I mean,
Send it.
all right, hell yeah. Well, actually, I feel like we jumped the gun here. Would you guys do me the favor of introducing yourself, starting here on my left, and letting everybody know what you play?
I'm Johnny and I play drums.
I'm Jackson and I play bass.
I'm Cole and I play guitar and do vocals.
I'm Dakota, and I just play guitar.
Excellent. And all right, my first question really is, where does the name Orenda come from, and what does it mean?
Jackson and I were just trying to find a band name when we were first messing around with this idea. And it just came from throwing several ideas around, and that one just sounded cool to us at the moment. And so we ran with it.
What does Orenda mean, though?
It's my interpretation of it is like the energy within spirits. Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah, the like bass definition is almost like mana,
Yeah.
like magical power, but it's in everything. Like trees, a storm has Orenda.
Yeah.
Literally every living or non-living thing technically has Orenda, and it's just like inherent to whatever that thing is.
That's some druidic shit right there.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, yeah.
I like that.
It's a Native American term,
That's
actually.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I like that. I
That's
like
awesome.
that.
That is awesome. All right, so the first question, I feel like we've done 2 first questions now, but one of
all
the
right.
early things
Build
that we
on
like
it.
to
Build on
ask
it.
everybody
I love it.
is kind of like how you got into music. So I know all of you guys, like most really good musicians, are in several different projects. But like, what was your first like step into your musical journey? We'll start right here.
Oh, God. I don't know. It was like 2012, 2011, 2012, 2013, something like that. I started playing music with Dakota, like just in some basement stuff. Before that, I really wasn't into like alternative stuff. Like I got my music from like waking up and watching like the metal stuff on MTV, you know, Avenged Sevenfold and whatnot, like what we all liked.
When they had music on music.
Yeah, when MTV was music television. And then me and Dakota have been in bands since then. Yeah, it feels really fluid to work with Dakota. And then I started playing music with Cole, Dakota, a couple other buddies, Heavy Burdens. That was like our first like play out and about band. It was kind of like a metalcore-ish deal. And then it's just kind of been, Cole's kind of been in their stuff too. So, but I'm not like an anchor part of a band at all. I just do drums. I don't
That's
do.
false.
I don't
Drums
know.
are certainly.
Shout
That's
out
the
the rhythm
biggest
section.
part.
No way.
Whoa. Johnny drives quite a bit. You know, you need a good driver.
We got a truck. You know what I mean?
he takes us places at the very least.
Yeah,
But no,
he steers.
I mean, I'm not like I don't write the music. You know what I mean? Like the music, the stuff that like
He
you
writes
hear,
the drums.
what gets stuck in your head after all this, like what people are gonna think about after this, is these two guys or Jackson too. You know what I mean? Like Dakota and Cole have always been like the music writing, and yeah, I'll put drums to it, but it's kind of not fair. They play drums too. And they are skilled musicians and can play multiple things.
He's being humble.
Whatever.
I was gonna say this is a very humble.
He's very.
take.
He's
I
the most.
love it.
He's
I
the
love
most
it.
technically proficient drummer of the ones of us that drum. Definitely.
I only drum, and I've tried playing like guitar and whatnot, and I can't get into it. Plus, drumming in projects keeps me busy too.
Sure.
It's hard to break off from that. I'm just saying these two have written the riffs that I've put drums to. So I'm not over here writing riffs. I'm not writing the catchy parts that get stuck in your head. So
I don't know if you guys know this, but typically what happens is one person writes something, then another person writes something for the next part, then the other guy writes something, and then that's like 3 of the 4 takes. Then the 4th guy writes the part, and then you got a song.
But
you have to write your drums.
yeah,
buddy.
but I'm not over here like, hey, I got this really dope drum
wait, let
part.
me write
Can you
that
put
down.
some guitar to it?
I mean,
They
most
already
people aren't though.
Yeah, but y'all already write something, and then I just wait while they're like teaching each other like a new riff or whatnot, and then they look at me and they're like, "All right, for this part, I was thinking, you know, and like I'm gonna put my spin on it, but this is gonna be a 2-step."
There's your
Or I had a-
clickbait, just so you know. Orenda just explained how to write a song.
And
That's
if you need it,
101 right there.
If
I
you're
don't know
a
if
road
everybody writes
artist, you
songs
need
like
to know
that.
how to write a song. Guess what? I explained it. Go back 45 seconds.
anyway, Jackson,
That's awesome.
I'm out of here.
No, thank you. I
I'm outta
honestly,
here.
there are a lot of drummers that I think have the same stance. It is a very humble stance, but in my opinion, a very important part of any sound, and especially.
You fellas hold it down, man.
I didn't say I
Absolutely.
wasn't important.
You're the rock.
You're important, I think, and cool. So you get that. You get
Nice.
that thumbs up over
Seal
here.
of approval.
I started music in a really shitty band.
Oh, damn.
Just admittedly. No, it was me, a guy I was friends with at school, and he just asked me if I wanted to play drums in a band.
Yeah.
I had a really terrible cheap kit at the time, and I'd like kind of just started drumming, and then some older dudes were doing like guitar and singing. Yeah, it was called Barred Out, but that sounded too much like Zan stuff to
Yeah, that's where
our
my
straight
brain
edge
went.
singer. So it ended up being Bound, and yeah, we played like 3 or 4 shows, and they were really fucking bad.
Dude, Barred Out is hilarious.
When you say bad, I mean like
Like it sounded, we just weren't good.
I got you.
Straight up not good.
I gotcha.
When I say bad, I mean we're not.
I mean,
good.
we were not-
I mean, like, you know,
at a
how
Plank Fest.
horribly could this have gone? You know, it's like you sound bad's one thing, but it's like, you know, people throwing shit at you. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Out of that came Spat, which I played drums in and then ended up singing for, and then getting Cole to play drums for that band. After that band, we started another band called Gravity Kong that was more like this kind of stuff, and did that for like 4 years. And then we started this at the end of that band, basically. We also had one band with all 4 of us in between there called Hostile Takedown.
Hostile Takedown was probably.
Dude, okay, you get some of the best band names I've heard on here yet.
That was your
gonna
thing,
say,
right?
First of
Yeah,
all,
I thought of that in high
Spat
school.
is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I love Spat is so good.
You ever been barred out, bound, then
Barred
spat?
Out that sounds like
That's
a
the
great
greatest-
way to get kicked out of Walmart.
Yeah. That sounds like the guy that went to college parties but didn't go to college.
That's
you know?
it. That's it. Yo, what's up? That's Crazy Steve. He does not go
Yeah.
here.
No, he's 40, but he's cool.
He's cool. He's really cool. He's over there crushing up Addy.
Dude, he's
On top of the CD case. He's got a corn CD case covered in Addy lines.
That is his girlfriend's pills. He doesn't buy
He
them.
does not buy them, bro. And she has asked him to stop. It's okay though.
Oh my god.
He won't make it to 45.
Damn.
Oh gosh.
Not Steve.
All right.
What you got, Cole?
What band did you start in?
I started playing music in band in middle school and high school.
Oh, nice.
I took that like pretty much all the way to the end of high school.
We're going back that far.
What was your instrument back then?
I started baritone in 6th grade and then immediately switched to percussion and did that all the way through.
Yeah.
And then my first band where I got out was with them.
Hold
Heavy
on.
Burdens.
Hold on. Dakota and I would show up to Cole at their practice when their marching band was doing practices. We would show up to support Cole.
Hell yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, beat that drum, go.
He was
Cole was a baby back then to
Yeah.
y'all. So yeah, you were what, like
We
14?
were sneaking him into hookah
Yeah.
bars and shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We were also sneaking into hookah bars, though. Neither one of us were.
Nobody was supposed to be in the hookah
Yeah,
bar.
We were
I
just
was good.
older than him.
Yeah.
Hookah bars are
exactly.
exclusively full of 14 and 15.
You're still smoking
checks
hookah
out.
past a
You
certain
think
point.
hookah's
Stop.
cool.
This is not working. This is not working.
Hey, yo, what's up, Eric? What you doing? Making some experimental music or something?
No, not really. I'm supposed to be working on the King Screen jingle.
Oh.
And honestly, I'm about out of my patience.
That is unfortunate. Do you want some help? I can lay down a drum beat or some piano chords or something.
No, Max, that I appreciate that, but I really think I'm just gonna give up.
You just gonna quit?
Yeah.
Flat out? You don't want to try anymore?
Throw in the towel because frankly, I have no patience for what is a childish machine. Listen to this thing. I mean, like, what even is this nonsense noise? Listen, this button's broken. I can't get it to work.
Ah. You didn't like that one? The
This
Philly hit
this
right
one
there?
right here. No, I think that's
Nah, I like that, bro. Hold on. I think I can add a little spice to that.
What? Clean with a K, huh? King Screen, huh? Hey, King Screen, I submit more order, ain't no setup fee. Nice tea, ready for the pickup in less than a week. They can ship it to you anywhere, and it's gonna be free. King Screen, they going platinum in the magazine.
gosh. Let's get back in here and do our jobs. Good forbid. Good God. Ladies and gentlemen, I was just meeting with my ear doctor, and he said the damage is irreversible. But you know what? I don't care because, frankly, the music is incredible. So we're just gonna go again. And Brighton and I, we have to stand outside. Our doctor, our insurance guy said so. Actually, they won't cover us unless we're standing outside. Bri, what's this one called?
What?
What's this one called?
Oh, I hear you now. Oh, yeah, you forgot about these guys? Oh, we got another one for you. Orenda was center of it all.
Let's go.
Step into the light.
just been jamming ever since.
Hell yeah.
Feels
Yeah.
right.
I feel like, so I guess I started as a basement dweller too. And if you didn't, then you're probably a liar, or you went to a church that actually had a good musical production. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Which is not us.
Yep.
But yeah. So me and Johnny started in like a basement band that did exactly what you'd think. We just stole every riff we could think of and then
Yeah.
pretended like it was ours, and we played in our backyards and gave up. But and then we did Heavy Burdens, and Heavy Burdens was, like you said, like metalcore, like aggressive groove. Now we're just kind of playing in a higher tuning with a lot more taste, and it's still pretty groove oriented,
Yeah.
still moderately aggressive,
Yeah.
but with real like vocals instead of screaming vocals. You know
Right.
what I mean? A singer,
Yes.
which is this guy.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what I enjoyed the most about y'all's stuff is like a lot of metal stuff does get in that harder direction, but like you said, it's like it's moderately hard. There you have the vocals and there is that groove element to it, and to me it's pleasurable stuff. Like it's great to listen to. Like this is PR stuff for me in the gym. Like makes me want to
Hell
run
yeah.
through
It's
walls.
palatable.
yeah,
Yes.
it's really exciting to write and play stuff that you can play anywhere.
Yeah.
Because most of the stuff we've played is very catered to a specific group of people, which is really fun because you learn all of those people, but it's a lot more fun when you can go out and meet new people and you're not seeing the same 40 people, which you love, but it is fun seeing 31 people and then 32
sir.
people.
Yeah.
It's fun
You know what I
seeing
mean?
like your normie friends are like, "Oh, that shit was dope."
Yes. The
Like,
ones
wow.
who usually are like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Why are
what-
they throwing elbows in the fucking
Right.
pit, dude?
Right.
You
Why
gotta
is
stop
Jean-Claude
this.
Van Damme out there?
Yeah.
We touched on that.
My parents paid for my teeth, and I'm not losing them here.
The Jean-Claude Van Damme got me though.
Like
Probably a chuckle.
JCVD.
from back on the drums.
That hasn't happened yet, I don't think, in the episode.
What's that?
That JCVD.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Not at all. No
It
chance.
won't
was-
that's fun.
was-
We're time bending here.
That was one of one.
That's good though. No,
Favorite movie he was in?
Bloodsport.
Okay,
That's
all right,
easy, but
good.
that's it.
All right,
you
good.
can't-
What's
you
the one
can't
he
go
did the
against
split on
Bloodsport.
the 2 semis though? That's the one.
Ooh, that one is tough.
Damn, I don't know.
The
That
best
one is
movie
tough.
Probably
poster ever,
Bloodsport.
dude.
Bloodsport is so good because
Yeah.
it's based
I think
on
it
like,
is Bloodsport.
a real
Is it?
guy's
I think.
fake story.
Yeah.
It's like him training.
Dude, like
Frank
15
Dukes.
years ago,
We're
every
musicians,
weekend there
all
was
we
a
have is
Jean-Claude
fake
Van Damme
story.
movie on TV. I haven't heard that name in forever.
I think that's a good transition though, actually, because you were talking about like being able to play to multiple crowds and stuff, and it's weird, but like metal is one of those ones where you really will not get anybody else to come out once it reaches past a certain point. But like the people that do come out are like the hardest fans out there, like really
Diehards.
like the most diehard fan base in Roanoke, in a lot of different places I've been to. Like they show out more than anybody, and it's interesting to me that like, in order to like get a little more like regionality, you go in a more palatable direction, but also like to grow that grassroots fan base, like stay in that harder place, and you guys are able to do both, which is cool. But down here, the palatable stuff for me is great because I've definitely been to a couple metal shows where I was like, oh, you know what I mean? It really is not for everybody, but the people that it is for love the shit out of it, and I'm in a place in my life where I don't look at anything that people like as being like weird or bad. I'm just like, it's just different.
You got to appreciate it for what it is.
And
for
it's
sure.
like I've been in the pit a couple times, and that shit is fun. You know what I mean? Like,
if you're amped
that
up,
shit is
dude, hell
fun.
yeah.
But yeah, so like, so talk to me about Flying Panther, because a lot of people kind of have heard about it in whispers and have never like ventured out there. So talk to me like what the energy is like out there, and what kind of the metal scene is like in Roanoke.
Are we allowed to do that?
Panther is technically out of commission right now
Right.
as far as shows go.
Don't
But-
call the fire department. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say.
But they're-
we can heavily infer things. You don't have to say anything
Yeah.
out of line.
They're getting their stuff
that's a
together
call-out.
right now. They're going through a lot. Like it's really kind of out of their hands in a way. They're having to rely on things getting approved by the city to get fixed. So it's going to be slow, but they're working on it. But before that, my favorite place to play, book shows, attend shows, period, in Roanoke, and there's been some
Allegedly.
crazy places. Yeah, allegedly. There weren't actually shows there.
Yes, allegedly. Of course, everything that you hear on Biscuits and Gravy is false, fictional.
It's all fabricated.
Nothing ever happened. This is just an
This is
experiment. It's AI generated. Yeah, we're
Everything
all
here is
we're all
AI.
just a figment of Klean's imagination, playing out in a terrible, terrible night.
These guys didn't even play. That was just a backing track.
No, it was just that we're in an elevator right now.
In a few minutes, we're gonna hit a 5-piece harmony. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're about to hit
five-piece.
7 Bridges Road.
We're gonna do 9666 Bridges Road, and we're gonna take you down to hell.
Here we go.
Here we go. No.
Tried that on one episode.
I know. I think it's tough because like like getting in the year of our Lord 2025, having shows and running a venue and having a lot of people in one place is very complicated. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not easy ever.
Somebody always ruins it.
Yeah, and it's true. And unfortunately, especially in the harder genres, it's like it brings out harder people. And there are the people that know how to have fun, but there are the people that don't know how to have fun too.
Yeah.
And we run into that at rap shows, too.
For sure.
The same difference. Like, when stuff starts getting heavier and people want to jump around and its personalities rub off on each other. But I hate to see when like there's bureaucratic pushback to like to stuff that it is generally good. And that's all I'll say without reaching too deep into that pot. But we're big supporters of what's going on over there, and we hope that everything ends up back where it should.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, I think rap and any kind of alternative music, as far as like there being a local scene, is going to be super community based, and it's not going to be like bigger cities have like legit venues.
Yeah.
We have legit venues, but we don't have any crazy shit here. So it's more like what can your pocket handle? Do you know your bass
Right.
that's going to show up? And sometimes your bass doesn't show up just because it's a fucking Monday or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the venue thing is always changing. Panther, I think when they come back and they're good to go, they'll be a mainstay.
Yeah.
As long as Farron owns the skate shop, that'll be a venue and a skate shop. Right now there's Blind House Beer. I just had a show I booked there.
Where is that?
It's on Salem Avenue.
Okay. I'm not hip to it.
It's right by the park. It's like right down the street from the park.
We pass it like every time, like going to. It's the one on the left there. Like you turn it, get Golden Cactus. We're going up the hill there. You take the left. We're going up the hill, and then it's like on the left, like right across from the Roanoke Fitness thing, right?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, it's right
okay,
there.
all right, cool.
I've seen
I
like
tap in.
I think I remember driving by there one time. I went over to the gym and it was like 6:30 or 7:00, and there were like 60 people walking in there, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, it was a show probably.
I was looking over and I was like,
I didn't even know it was a thing.
there's
That's
a metal
dope.
show. I was
That's
like,
dope.
no way.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So what's that called again?
Blind House Beer.
Blind
Shout
House
out them.
Beer. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
and they're great. So shout out them
shout
for
out.
sure.
Hell yeah.
In the last couple of years there was Brim. We were doing shows there either inside or in the parking lot. Before Panther moved, they were right next to Tuco's down there, and they would do stuff outside. Way back in the day, there was a place called the Big Gay Shanty.
That was the
Yeah.
spot.
Shanty.
Yeah, you ever break your arm in a big gay shanty?
Yeah,
You have.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Got
somebody's
too rough with the
forehead.
big gay shit.
I mean, for
Yeah.
God's sakes. I mean, we have to. What happened?
Shout out Big Gay.
I want to know.
You got to get rowdy in the big gay shanty. You know
have
what I
to,
mean?
yeah.
You ever go to a
Shanty-
big gay shanty
It
and
got
chill?
out of hand.
the Shanty was the
got out of
scariest
arm.
place.
It's scary.
Genuinely the scariest place to
Genuine
like be an attendee as far as like hardcore moshing and
Yeah,
stuff goes.
really.
Like originally it was called the Big Gay Mansion because Josh Dickerson, the guy that owned it, would have
Did it in the living room of
did
the
it in the
house
living room
first,
of his
yeah.
house, and then he outfitted his shed to be a death trap. It was like a big metal shed, and it had a big sliding door that he would lock when bands were playing. So you were stuck in there.
And put
No
a mattress
windows,
in
no
front of
windows,
that.
no nothing. Yeah.
It was just
Yeah,
It wasn't
around the
melting
size
pot.
of like
Yeah.
over here and the desks over there.
Yeah, it was.
holy shit.
And yeah, we
Doesn't even make any sense.
there's
insane.
The
there's been
5 Bs of
big bands
dodgeball
that
in that
played in
bitch.
there too. There's this band Angel Dust that is huge right now that played in there.
Jesus Peace just broke up. R.I.P. But
Yeah, Jesus
played.
Peace played in there. They played with another band called Heavens Die, that is from Harrisonburg.
This guy is sick.
Heavens Die turned all the lights off and I just had
nothing
one
but
blue light. Yeah, and you could just hear people getting hit the entire time. It was really crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shanty is like my second favorite venue, but it's kind of first at the same time just because it was so scary to be at all the time.
There's an element of fear when you walk in there.
Big Gay Shanty's still the best. The names in metal are like bar none the best names.
It's top tier.
Yeah, it is.
It really
top
is
tier.
top
It
tier.
Well,
is.
I mean, it's like you walk out of there and then you're walking through the streets of Southeast and you're not scared anymore.
Yeah,
because you were
you're
like,
like-
I
you just
left the
experienced
scary
the worst
spot.
thing,
Yeah.
right?
I
This
left
is-
where everybody's
this is
actually
good.
scared. Yeah,
I already
all
got
the
my
bad
ass beat.
people are where I just was.
exactly.
When I first started going to shows, that was one
was
of
the spot?
That was
Yeah.
one of the first like venues I had went to.
Wow.
That
Yeah, it only
inside-
closed
felt like
in
you went to the gulag.
2018 or 19.
That's what I'm saying. Like you locked the door.
Yeah, you got to fight to
Well,
the fucking
hold
death
on.
to get out.
They closed the door for the noise. The
Yeah.
noise
Right.
was
No,
the
no, yeah,
main
yeah.
reason.
But he had to
like,
latch
if you were
it shut.
inside, yeah, if you were
Keep it shut.
inside when the set starts, you're in
You're
there.
in there.
You're in that
Yeah.
motherfucker.
So if you
Yeah.
like just ran something to your car and you're like, oh, I can't wait till Heaven's Die plays, and you're
Right.
running back and they close the door, you're not getting in.
Yeah.
No
You're just
shit.
listening
They
to it
can't
from the
open
outside.
Yeah.
Door
Okay,
up,
it makes
yeah.
sense. Like we're not
So
opening
it'd
this
be
thing
like
back up.
30 people in the tiniest spot, and it was
And 300 degrees.
insane.
Insane.
But it was one of the funnest places to have shows.
That is like the
Awesome.
coolest thing I've ever heard on this show.
Yeah.
I love that.
There was another place called the Flying Dutchman that was Bailey's mom's house, but she had whoever
Bleep
lived
that
there
name
before
out.
had a dance studio with like hardwood floors and like mirrors on every
Oh
wall.
my God! How does that?
He took a lot of the mirrors down, but a shit ton of them got broken, and they were just renting this property, so they fucked it up bad. Like we spray painted the walls in there and stuff, but
Holy shit!
that had a lot of really fucking fun shows. People would like take the couch cushions and beat the fuck out of each other with them and stuff like that.
That was a spot like late high school.
Yeah. When we
For us.
2017
Oh,
and
God.
18 for
Good
like
years.
a year.
What an era.
Good years. All right, real quick. The tour's coming up here soon too with the release of the album. If everybody would give me one venue that they're really excited to play at the upcoming tour. I don't know how much of it you have planned out, but one venue you guys are excited at.
Riff House, Virginia Beach, baby.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He took my answer.
That's okay.
We got two. We got two for
Honestly,
that.
I don't know the other venues.
I'm excited for the Poorhouse. That's our last date in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Nice.
Poorhouse.
Shout out Raleigh.
Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be the
City.
first time where we play at that venue,
Hell
and it seems like it's a very really cool place.
Nice.
That's what's
Go,
up.
go make that good first impression. I mean, if y'all sound like y'all did down here, then they'll,
No
they'll
problem.
book you again
It's gonna be
immediately.
amazing.
We hope so.
Is the truck stop a part of that?
Yep, that's the day
Okay.
before.
Truck stop,
Where's the truck stop?
Racine, Virginia.
Racine, Virginia.
Smiley's, you
Up
see it on the
81.
way up
Yeah,
81.
Smiley's.
dope.
On the
We were
right.
told it's a gas station with a little spot with a venue and a garage
A
door,
gas
baby.
station.
And you're like, we're in.
Yeah.
I love that.
They've
I'm
been
sold.
doing shows there, and it seems like it's like the people come out.
It sounds badass.
Yeah,
Watch me now.
We
He
just
said
told
it's at
you
a
where
gas
we've
station.
played. So, gas station, we're in, baby.
He said it's at a gas station.
Oh, here we go.
Music fans, if you didn't hear that last song from your houses, you're going to hear this one. This is Pillars by Orenda. Enjoy.
Thank
What do they sell at gas stations?
What do they sell
Delta
at gas
9.
stations?
Apart from
You talk about
honey
Blue Rhino?
packs and crack pipes and
Beer.
really good chicken. If you go to the one near me, they sell gas,
Correct.
and also they take out trash,
They do.
gas
Or
trash.
I understand.
See?
I'm with you. That's a good. Yeah. You're
It's
good at what
my
you do.
job to
You're
do
good at what you do.
transition.
You're good
But
at what you
ladies
do.
and gentlemen, it is Ron Ronimus Robinson's job to do gas or trash, and I will happily kick it over to him. Ron, what have you got for us, baby?
What's up, Ron?
That's a pretty good transition, Eric. I'm not gonna lie to you. You took
That's what they pay me for.
That's a dot. That's a dot.
Greened it.
Hi guys.
Hi, Ron.
We have a little session here in the middle of the podcast we call Gas or Trash. It's a stress test for the vibes, if you want to
shit.
put it that way. Just kind of see what y'all really think about just whatever I put up here.
I'm
so
excited.
First,
Gas.
Gas. That is gas.
I want the bananas too on the side.
good.
It's
Right,
trash
banana
if you don't
pudding.
bring none out right
is
now.
good.
You know what I mean?
Absolute gas.
I've
I
never
I
had
didn't even have to
layered
say
banana
anything.
pudding
And
before.
you see, this is what I'm talking about.
That's
this is
it.
good. We're just
That's
gonna.
it.
I'm gonna keep going.
They got banana pudding ice cream at the gas
Trash.
station.
Season started tasting.
Trash.
There
Trash.
it goes.
I have
There
a lot
it
of trouble
goes.
with this.
They owe a lot of people more
Are you
money.
here for hot takes?
Yes.
Yeah, we want that.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Please.
If grown men, millionaires, 240 plus, and then they have to smack each other instead of fight, you're trained to kill each other. You're doing it for the camera. That's it. If y'all wanted to fight, you could do it.
Performative. That's
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Take the helmets
Yep.
off.
It's like the WWE.
Yeah. Too sassy
Drop
for
the
me. You make too
gloves.
much money not to fuck each other up, actually.
I think they should let them fight like in
UFC?
hockey.
Good with
They
UFC?
should
Yeah,
let
oh,
them
yeah.
fight.
Yeah,
I'm in the
NHL
UFC, yeah.
Until the helmet comes off.
That
You should be
right
able to
there.
throw whatever
That's a
you want.
gas.
Bro,
hot
you can't
take.
even spit on
That's
somebody.
great. That's
That's
great.
a
It's the
hot
same
take.
with
Let's
basketball.
run
You're a
viral.
trained
That's-
athlete and a
that's
killer,
absolutely-
and you don't fight?
You in the
Get-
gym this much? Just come. What? What? Are
And
you
you're not
doing?
fighting.
I'm
What are you
155
doing?
and I'll fight before
You're
these guys.
wasting.
You know what I
Let's
mean?
talk.
Like,
For
fuck
real.
'em.
For real. Okay.
More NFL players need to get
So
drunk
true.
on
Oh,
footballs
boy.
and just like
If
get.
I
that's your
love it. I
reason
love
why
the
it's
hot take.
trash,
Why not?
I'll allow that. I'll
All
allow
right, yeah.
that. I'll allow that.
Trash on
Sorry.
NFL.
I think
Trash
I-
on
I think-
fantasy football too. Fantasy football sucks ass.
Yeah.
Well,
It's fantasy fighting in there,
And it's
too.
because
You know what I mean?
this week I'm playing Ron Ronimus Robinson.
Yeah,
And
man.
right now he's winning.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, if Josh Allen is not scoring 40 touchdowns as we speak, he's going to beat me. And I'm not going to be able to speak to him for an entire week at work.
He'll be the next Abercrombie ad, though.
That's it. That'll be fine for me. That's all I need.
oh my
Golly,
gosh.
No love lost.
Okay. Okay.
Keep it rolling.
Next here, Furbies,
The fuck is that? Oh.
or as I've heard someone say, the original Labubu. If you know what those things are.
All right, gas
trash.
because they did it first.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
a 90s baby, if you go
Yeah.
from right to left, it's like the progression of Jackson's night.
This is exactly what it looks like. Yeah. This is the doom metal society right here.
Yes.
It's just a bunch of colorful stoners where their eyes slowly go and then back up and then out and then back up. This is our fans, dude.
Pill, Jeremy.
I'm going to go gas after that explanation. I wasn't going to say gas, but
Furbies
now
are-
When you
like
put
the
it
cartoon?
that way.
Yeah, when they-
Did they
okay.
have their own cartoon, or was it just
I don't think they had a cartoon.
the eyes? The
I don't
eyes
think
freak
so.
me the fuck out. I
They
feel
just
like
had
too
a
many
lot
these
of
got
commercials.
They were a
destroyed.
McDonald's toy for a while.
I think so.
They were
too,
in
yeah.
toys.
It would have
weren't they?
taken one time for me,
forgot
like
all
waking
about
up and
Toy
looking
Story.
one of those dead in the
Not
eyes
toys.
before I fucking
Yeah.
just
There had to be one.
spiked that
I don't think
motherfucker.
so.
Had to be
Gronk
one.
spike.
It would have Disney would have. to throw somebody
Next
off the
one I got
license.
on here. This one might be controversial.
What do you got, Ron?
Okay.
do it.
This band.
Trash.
Yes, gas.
Absolute
Big
gas.
gas.
I must say.
Look at those guys.
Ooh.
Without question. Absolute gas.
These guys not paid will fight.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Will fight.
Put us in the NFL.
Street beefs with the NFL. Sign them up.
They don't fight. They win.
Today. Okay. I got one more here.
Gas.
Actual
Gas,
gas.
yeah.
Natural
Big
gas.
Yeah, I'm on
Big
gas.
gas.
They're a little
Gas.
flat, but I
Natural
like them.
gas.
Eventually.
This particular one, yeah, I don't know who
that's-
I don't know who
see,
did
there's
this
levels
one,
of
but,
I like that build up.
but yeah,
There's levels.
yeah.
What are we looking at though? You know what
I
mean?
think those are like the pre-bought ones that you put in the oven,
Okay.
Do
and
you want to
then
hear
you
something crazy?
and then you
though?
home-make a gravy.
You want to hear something crazy? That gravy
No,
is
those are not
actually
homemade,
cooked
bro.
well.
No.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
look closer,
Yeah.
that
It's a little
gravy
runny.
has
Yeah.
broken, and it is not a true creamy gravy sauce.
Yeah.
It's a
I
little
got this
buttery.
broke ass gravy on
Likely
here.
that you
I know you
skimmed-
Probably came out of a package.
Broke ass
Yes.
biscuits and gravy podcast. What are we doing?
That probably came
I
out of
know
a
you
package.
did.
We couldn't get a better picture, man. Fuck.
They did go with the flaky joints though, which is a good biscuit choice. I like a flaky biscuit.
I was about to say, like, I know your grandma can make some dope biscuits, but
Yes.
like, she's not making the
Them
flaky
bitches like a
ones.
rock
Right,
though in a
right.
good
You know
way.
what I mean?
Right. If you really want to go crazy though,
That's
and this
facts.
is
I
like
mean-
this is if you hate your cardiologist.
Yeah.
Go get the Red Lobster biscuits and make biscuits and gravy.
Oh
with
my
those.
god.
Fucking cheddar
That is
biscuits and
fat.
gravy.
Fuck
Let's
you.
go.
That
I'm
sounds-
telling
that sounds
you,
dire.
try
Yeah,
it
like,
out.
being a
Something I get
Roanoke
at Sheetz.
podcast here, if you haven't got the biscuits and gravy from Billy's,
Yeah.
yeah, like Billy's.
They got
brunch.
fried chicken biscuits
Yeah,
and gravy.
it's like the
Wait a
best
minute.
fried
Yeah.
chicken.
I
We
can't
need to
say
go
that.
on
Yeah,
that.
biscuits
We need to go
and
on-
fried
gravy.
chicken in the
Direct
middle
shit
of
out
it.
there.
Okay,
Holy
I'm
rectified.
definitely.
Okay,
I've
all
never
right.
been.
We need to
Wow.
Their
check
brunch
that.
is not as expensive as their dinner.
I gotta
You
go
need
to
do it.
Billy's.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I guess
We'll
that's
go
why I
right
haven't
there.
thought about it.
Yeah,
gotta
it's
go to
not the
Billy's.
same prices.
I got
Shout
you.
out Billy's. Billy's always treated me right.
Shout out Billy's.
Some
for
people
real.
have some irrational bad things to say about Billy's.
No,
and I will
co-sign
say
Billy's.
one thing: any restaurant that can last that long in downtown Roanoke is doing something right,
Deserves to
Yeah.
be there.
ladies and gentlemen.
Fair.
And yeah, sometimes it's amazing there, but that's only because I had 4 shots of bourbon. So
Well, that sounds like a.
Been there. Yeah.
The lights
Yeah,
are
I've
dim.
been
The
walked
lights
out
are
of that
dim.
place.
self-analysis.
It's a little dim.
Self-analysis.
Okay, very good, very good, guys. I appreciate y'all for playing.
Thank you,
Oh,
Ron.
yeah.
You guys passed the vibe check. Eric, you may proceed.
Thanks
Oh,
for
with your
having us.
permission.
Yeah. They've
Thank
passed,
you,
so
Ron.
you're
We
clear
can't
to
thank
continue.
you.
Hey, and if things don't shake out my way this week in fantasy, just know, I'm gonna fucking destroy your scooter.
Right.
I'm repoing that motherfucker. I'm repoing that motherfucker. All right, back over here to the couch on the other side of gas or trash. Honestly, I think we had some hot takes. I think that was good.
The NFL hate was real on that one.
The NFL hate
Ron,
was
great
real.
topics as always.
I think it's true. I think at the end of the day, like the peak of sport is guys beating the shit out of each other, and it's like
I mean, you got a good point.
if you've
We're only
seen
like a
Klean
month out
throw
from
12 to
hockey
6
here.
elbows, you know
Hockey, true,
exactly.
yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Hockey is dope. Hockey's dope.
I
Yeah.
love the Dogs games.
Yeah, they
Dog
actually
games are
fight,
tough.
and they don't get paid nearly as much.
Yeah, they don't get paid
Yeah.
nearly as much.
Yeah.
Honestly, shout out Mitch Stewart. Shout
Shout
out
out
Mitch Stewart,
Mitch.
friend of the show,
Shout out, Mitch.
Dogs announcer.
The
beast.
lower tier hockey dudes fight way more. You go
They
to a
do.
Roanoke game,
They
those
do.
dudes just scrap
Those
for
guys love scrapping.
3 hours. They
They
just fight
scrap
for
for
3
the love
hours.
of
Do it
scrap.
for the clips, baby. They got to get up there.
I love
You
it.
know what I mean?
We
Speaking of
rarely
the clips,
lose.
I'm going to pass it to my guy Brighton right here, and he is going to take the reins with some rapid fire questions. So the goal on these, get a quick answer. He's going to try to get your blood up.
Pull my
He's going to ask you
questions.
some inflammatory questions.
Are we going down the line, or how do we do
Honestly,
this?
just group answer. Just answer quick.
I say
answer
just
loud.
shout them out, whatever you guys
Yeah.
are feeling.
Sorry.
Whatever
boys.
you guys are feeling.
He's like, I'm taking them.
Dakota's the quickest one
I'm
here.
fired up.
I love it. All right. As a collective, I'm just going to answer, or not answer. I'm going to ask you guys please answer, and just it's first thing that comes to mind. Don't hold back. It can be controversial. It can be normal. I don't really care. But number 1 for Orenda, what is the worst time period of music ever of all time?
Now.
Yeah,
Now?
current.
Why is that?
Because music is about an engagement and not music.
That's true.
Y'all know who I'm talking about. We don't need to talk about it. I don't want to make it a clickbait. Fuck them. You know what I mean?
I love it. Anybody got any different
70s
opinion?
did
They all
it
the same.
best.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I've been nonstop 60s and 70s lately, so.
60s
The
and 70s,
the
take the
pop
cake.
music in like even just like the radio hits are all like money. You know what I mean? Like even the corny shit is good. I'm like,
Silk shirts and reverb, baby. It was good.
That's it. They made B-sides so you could turn the record over and fuck. Like that. That was what they did. So the B-sides weren't ass. All right, there was just a whole different intention. The first side is for making out and chilling. And then when that record gets turned over, you got 30 minutes.
It's the
All
fun
right.
side.
And they're playing on that on the B-side. All right.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
All right, we're coming back for question number 2. We at B&G think country is the hottest thing going right now, but what genre do you guys think is going to take over the mainstream in the next 4 to 5 years? We're talking mainstream here.
Hardcore's doing a pretty good job with it.
Yeah, there's some
Honestly,
hardcore
yeah.
that's
Turnstile.
getting out.
I would say, yeah,
But-
honestly.
I think the money is gonna stay where it's at in pop and all the production stuff.
Always comes back to that, it seems like.
Yeah.
Honestly, hardcore's kind of having a moment. I think like the Midwest emo scene kind of broke out, which TikTok sucks, but it gets a lot of love on TikTok. I think it's gotten a lot of people that never would wander into a metal show or like a heavy emo show.
I hate finding music on TikTok,
Right.
and I'm like, man, that sounds really good. And then I go look it up, and I was like, is good, but I can't say I found that on TikTok.
It's like a love-hate thing. Okay. I like where this is going. Okay, yeah. What do y'all think as far as that? Because you said it's more of an engagement nowadays, and that is part of it, but also it does kind of help blow certain bands or artists or whatever, because that's just the way you do it nowadays. What is y'all's take on that?
Let me clarify real quick. I meant like a ring engagement.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Okay. Like it ain't about the music
talking
no
about
more.
Taylor
It's
Swift.
about the
He's
star.
talking about Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So it ain't shit about music anymore.
Yes. Okay, now I'm even more in. Okay, we're in tune now. All right, but anyways, back to my question though. So as far as that social media aspect now, what's y'all's take on that?
It's good in some ways and really bad in others.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of people who will post the same section of a song 600 times.
Exactly.
And nobody gives a fuck about the song a lot of times. Like sometimes people make a bad song, I feel like, and just run it up as much as they can because that just gets them engagement, which ends up getting you paid.
Yeah.
So some people don't have to make good music to make money anymore.
This brings me back to a question real quick for you. And sorry to any of the parental folks that might listen to this.
Run it.
You think you could fuck for 30 seconds on repeat, or do you think you want to fuck to a B-side?
Bangers.
Yes.
Of bangers.
I got a wild take.
I'm gonna need that B-side.
It's not about what you want, it's about what you need.
It's about what you need.
You know what I mean? But
It's
we need
about
the
what you need.
B-side.
We need the B-side.
Yeah, we need the B-side. Yeah.
Even if you're done in 2 minutes, you got 28 great minutes. Of
If you
music
got
to
30
listen to.
seconds and you cut off, it's happened to everybody, but I want the B-side.
That's cigarette music.
Yeah.
That's cigarette music.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's for you to smoke in bed, which is something that the government will tell you is bad, but really is very good and fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you should do more of it. Just ash on the bedside table.
Right. Imagine fucking, and then the records start, it's in the
Start
side.
skipping.
You gotta get up and change that bitch. You know what I mean? At least I can just.
What would be the worst song? Like, what would be the worst 10 seconds of any song to get stuck and looped while you were at?
I'm not saying like that's skipping. I'm
Dude,
just
any
saying,
Taylor
like, you're
Swift song, it's the
inside
same
A.
fucking note. It's
Yeah,
like a
get up
screeching
and-
serpentine belt.
You're like, it's really hot and heavy, and you're like, it's about to start, but then the record kicks off, and you're like, oh, all right, well, you got to go flip the record over,
Yeah.
and then I've got to use my record duster to dust it off.
Dude, you're out of your mind. I'll go
Butt-ass
pure
naked,
silence
you're
before
just-
that.
you're just dusting
I'm in
it.
silence. Yeah, I'm just hoping for the best.
You're like, oh, who scratched this? And she's over there in the bed, like, I don't know if I want to fuck this guy anymore.
Oh my god.
That went off the rails. My bad.
No, you're good.
No,
I
that was
needed
excellent.
that. No, I like
we
that.
live off the rails.
Yeah, we need that. The tangents are what makes this fun anyway.
He
So
brought
yeah,
up side B first.
That's true.
there you go. See, that's a B-side. But anyways, moving forward, if you guys individually could listen to any Roanoke artist or band for the rest of your life, only one, who would y'all choose? Cannot be yourself. Or your own
Ex-parents.
bands.
Ex-parents.
Ex-parents.
Yeah.
Tell me about Ex-parents real quick.
Ex-parents is a 3-piece punk band
Sick.
that I just love the fuck out of what they
That's
do.
awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's I came up coming to punk shows here and sometimes was really not fucking with the bands. And I kind of discounted any local punk bands for a while except for one or two, and then I finally caught them at a show and I was just like, oh, this is what the fuck I wanted when I was 16 coming to shows.
Yeah. It's
That's
always
tough.
good to feel that. You're like, I've been looking for this. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's a cool experience in music, is finding that and being like, this is for me. All right. You got
Anybody, were you going to add?
anybody else going?
Add
I
one?
mean, yeah, I think Ex-parents too for me. I don't know really any other band.
I think the tricky part about Roanoke
My
is,
mind's going blank.
yeah, when a band starts really getting good, they transplant at least 2 members somewhere else, and then it's like, it says Roanoke on a shirt, but where'd it go?
Do you live
know
in
what
Richmond?
I mean? So
Gotcha.
it,
All right. Okay. What if, since you guys have all been in so many different projects, what if you only could listen to one of your own projects' discography?
This one.
Would it be this one?
yeah, it's this one.
Well, ladies and
That's
gentlemen,
awesome.
tune in to
Hey, yes, sir.
and get a damn listen. And honestly, tune into Spotify. But we got the new album coming out. So when can people expect that? Have we already released a name?
The name the Burning Question.
Burning Question.
In Illusion, the song we played first, that's the first line. So that's where that came from. Date is not 100% solid, but right around Halloween.
Right around Halloween.
Yeah.
Perfect.
man.
Perfect. Well, that'll be great because this episode will come out. People get a chance to play these songs in their car very loud and piss off at all their neighbors, which is how this is supposed to be listened to. Check out the album. Go see these guys anywhere you can. I'm certainly going to try to catch you guys here coming up. Are you playing here locally in Roanoke anytime soon?
Beginning of that run.
Yeah.
Yeah, in October.
October. Cool.
It'd be the 29th, I think.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye out for that. Right around Halloween time, I might show up in a Halloween costume. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know what I might come dressed as.
That'll be at Blind House.
Be a Blind House.
Blind House.
So on
First
Salem
time at Blind
Avenue.
House for
Yeah.
us.
Right there near Golden Cactus, up the hill. It ain't hard to find, and God, you will be able to hear these guys when they start playing. So find your way there. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been incredible to have you guys on. Thank
Absolutely.
you
Appreciate
thank you for
y'all.
coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thank you
sure,
for
guys.
playing for us. The music was incredible. Where we're at in the episode, they'll hear one more song. So that'll be
They ain't ready.
that is a treat. That
They
last
aren't
one
ready.
is a treat.
That might be my favorite.
Before we wrap things up, I want to say a huge thanks to our sponsors over at Asher's Coffee Beans, the best coffee distributors in Roanoke. Whether you like coffee, tea, matcha, espresso, or hot chocolate, the best place to go get it is at Asher's. And the smells are free, but if you want coffee, you can get 10% off with the code BANG. That's B ampersand G online or in store. And also,
No monitor on that one.
brought to you by Orenda. What are these called? Coasters. Orenda coasters, ladies and
You got
gentlemen. If you're a drunkard like myself, you don't want your coffee table to be covered in rings. So place your drink on an Orenda coaster because these guys fucking rock, and
Or
they
you could
have
use your
incredible
cell phone.
merch. I'm using my phone over here.
Sitting right
Take
there.
that.
They
Look at
work.
Boom.
Proof, baby.
Coaster does
Now you
work.
can
Yeah.
drink and get on your phone at the
Guarantee
same
verified,
time.
Yeah.
These guys have better merchandising than
Three booms.
Spaceballs. All right, they're incredible. But thank you guys for coming out. Safe travels on
Thanks
the
for
tour.
having us.
Thanks for having us.
Just take this music and spread it to everywhere because I know that any venue you guys play is going to be jumping, and I'd probably have to put a helmet on to go in there. But I would put
ain't-
that helmet on.
It ain't like that.
Yeah.
Just earplugs. Just
Yeah,
earplugs.
earplugs, no helmet.
Earplugs, no helmet.
There's not really any moshing at these.
It's not a
shows.
a helmet band, but y'all have played in helmet bands.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
You just
I'm-
got to protect your neck.
Okay, so leave the
I'm
helmet at
done
home
with
for
that
this
life.
one, unless, like me, your lawyer and a judge has asked you to wear it.
True.
Yeah, but we won't go into that. But,
We'll leave it.
ladies and gentlemen, find these guys on social media. Orenda, they're incredible. The music's great. Like they said, it's moderately hard. So if you're like me and you're an old man, you can't appreciate this. It is not all the way hard. But Bri, you got any closing words for us?
You wrapping it up nicely, man. Again, I just appreciate you guys coming down and rocking out, dude. Y'all are putting me on to a type of music that I don't typically listen to, and that's 4 joints in a row that I really fucking enjoy.
Yes.
So that's awesome. Like, I
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
you guys for like putting me onto that, and a new place to go check you guys out and different bands like that. So
Gonna hit Soundgarden radio after this.
A little sneak peek, though. If you want to get all the way hard, there's more songs on the album we didn't play, and they get you there.
and it's coming out,
That's
baby.
B-side, baby.
That's
All the way
awesome.
hard.
Good. Hey, Halloween time, baby. All right.
I love it.
Gosh, 3 unreleased songs for you to enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one place to find it. That's here at Biscuits and Gravy. There's one thing that we like to say before we go. Find somebody you love. Tell them that you love them. And for God's sakes, don't be a prick. And don't throw elbows in the pit. And we are out!
We're done. It's a wrap.
Friends, we have one more song for you tonight from the incredible Orenda, but I just want to leave you with one parting thought. Let's not throw elbows in the pit anymore, you know? I'm just, when the mosh pit starts, it's fun, everybody's shoving everybody, it's great, the energy's up, But when you see that guy in there just throwing clean, elbows like he's, in UFC 3 or something, I don't like that. I don't want to see you out there throwing kicks. Who the fuck are you, Jean-Claude Van Damme? Let's be serious here. Everybody paid to be here. Nobody wants to leave with a concussion, and we all just want to have fun, right?
No, I think that's soft. And I really think that's soft because when you're in that mosh pit, you need to find the biggest motherfucker you can find and sock his ass in the face. This is Orenda. This is Unreleased Heat. It's Fever. We're at Biscuits and Gravy, Klean Studios, last performance of the night. Let's burn it down. Enjoy. If